Hello, fabulous Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of October 2017, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing month it is. We have got an active sky playing out right now. And we are going to have a full moon in the early part of the month and a new moon as we move further into the month, both activating surprise planet Uranus and stability planet Saturn. You add to this the fact that Jupiter is changing signs, is moving on, is making moves. Well, it is set to be an eventful time. So let's start with that full moon in the early part of the month. Now, both the full moon and new moon happening are speaking to money matters, speaking to finances. This full moon is going to speak to a part of the sky for you that has to do with money you earn and money you spend. It's happening not too far from Uranus and also speaking in supreme harmony with Saturn. I look at this and I feel like the possibility for you to really feel a sense of prosperity in your life becomes that much stronger. In fact, some opportunity may come up that actually works on the career front, works on the life purpose front, that actually helps you to create more prosperity in your life. So you very well could see some opportunity, some boom show up for you in regards to money. Now, the temptation to spend money may be there as well, but it looks like a smart investment, especially if it's career oriented. Now, for others of you out there, this energy may not play out so much on the financial front, but more having to do with understanding self-esteem and self-worth, especially where it comes to fulfilling and living and aligning with a higher purpose for your life. And I feel as I look at this that there may be some adjustment that needs to happen. You know, the thing about life purpose is that sometimes it is what we think, sometimes it's different than what we think it is going to be. And ultimately, this aligning with a higher vision for your life, a higher purpose for your life, it does involve considering where ego is healthy and where ego may not be healthy. Well, this is going to give you a chance to reflect and to get clear within yourself. Where is it that a life purpose is revealing itself to you that may not necessarily be what you thought it was going to be? Where is it that there needs to be a deeper affirmation of your ego so that you are living in alignment with something higher for your life rather than what you think it should look like? So I'll give you a further explanation of this. You know, I think a lot of times, and I've seen this, we sort of set up a vision for ourselves. We think this is the highest that I could achieve. This is what I'm meant to do. And we set this up and we think it's such a high vision. But the truth is that it's actually very small in comparison to what the universe has planned for us. And so this is a chance for you to check in with yourself, to see if you are making something so high, thinking that it's such a great vision, but actually for you and the unique plan for your life, it's actually quite small. You get a chance to get clear with this energy, and that clarity may come in an instant. It may come very quickly, but ultimately will end up being truly empowering. Now, as we move further into the month, we will have a new moon play out. This new moon is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with other people's money. So it's like grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns, benefits you may qualify for. So it looks like a matter having to do with possibly a financial institution may come up very much by surprise. Uranus is standing across the sky from this. Some terms may change as well. So just keep that in mind. There may be a bigger down payment than you had anticipated. Stuff like that can happen with the sky. And yet Saturn is speaking with this new moon. So it does suggest that you are moving in a direction of greater stability. You are moving in a direction of knowing what it is that you need to do to affirm prosperity in your world. So a lot of people may experience this on the financial front, but I gotta say this can also play out on more emotional levels, where ultimately this is about recognizing how prosperous you are, recognizing the emotional blocks within you to accepting prosperity in all its forms. And a sky like this can have you knowing that you are well cared for, spiritually, emotionally, and possibly financially as well. But to know that you are well provided for, that there are people who care for you, that there is a spiritual abundance available to you is something that can be absolutely life affirming and absolutely can help you again to align with that higher vision for your life. It may be that you're desiring to make some investment in some bigger vision, and it feels like there's a little bit of negotiating or some surprise factors you have to deal with. I do believe when Uranus is involved, things are not nearly as complicated as we sometimes think. And that clarity and the realization of how uncomplicated things can be will show up for you as well. Now, of course, Jupiter is going to change signs. Jupiter is moving into a part of the sky for you that has to do with long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, and legal matters as well. Lots of blessings on these front are about to enter your life. A lot of blessings are going to transpire for you now, where it comes to opening up the whole world for you, and opportunities to travel may absolutely surprise you. Opportunities to pursue higher education and understanding that may show up for you as well as blessings in legal matters. Now, as we get to the end of the month, we are going to have Jupiter meeting the sun in the sky, and this is really going to highlight and show you the way the wind is blowing. So it'll show you how you can more fully realize this energy, and a big burst of luck may show up for you in these regards. But this energy will be with you for the better part of the next 13 months, so enjoy, and of course I'll be here to talk about it as we go along. Now, where it comes to matters of love, early in the month, we've got Venus moving through your opposite sign. This can be really good if you're open to meeting someone new, just on the surface, really good. It tends to attract long-term partners. If you're in an established bond, this can create a feeling of greater love between you and your partner. But Venus is having some interesting conversations while moving through your opposite sign. Early in the month, speaking with Saturn in particular is one that stands out to me. Before that, speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto. And so I feel like the month, in the first days of the month, there's a lot of really sexy energy in that first week. And so you are one of the recipients of the greatest sexy energy. The possibility of you meeting someone new and having a very intense, very faded feeling attraction is there. If you are in an established bond, feeling deeply connected and vulnerable with this person is also there as well, which can be really beautiful. But as we move further into the month, Venus is going to speak with Saturn. And this to me says that there's somewhat of a reality check that needs to happen as well. So there may be some doubts that show up. There may be a little bit of an intense moment early in the month that lends itself to needing to hold back a little bit. But ultimately, I think you will understand where it is that restraint is actually a good thing. And I'm very much of the belief that there's nothing wrong with reality. Reality is very spiritual. Reality is a spiritual space. The moment I understood that, my whole life changed, I tell you, because that was an epiphany I had many, many years ago, that there's something about reality that actually can grant us all the spiritual insights that we actually need, that can grant us the spiritual bliss that we desire. But it involves accepting reality, life on life's terms, and that includes love as well, love on love's terms as well. And so there may be a little bit of needing to understand where you have power, where you don't, where it is that there's some restriction or some responsibility there, where it is that it is not your responsibility, that you don't need to take on a burden that isn't your own. But ultimately, this will lead you in a direction of knowing love more fully than you knew before. What I love about this month for you is that there is so much variation, but ultimately this is all leading you to understanding something about your self-value and understanding something about another person. Love can be a beautiful space and can be such a rewarding experience, especially when you give it to yourself. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for it. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded, exclusive videoscopes each and every week, including special horoscopes. Jupiter specials are up right now in the superstar space, as well as Saturn specials. They're up right now as well, looking at Saturn changing signs at the end of the year. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great week, a great month, not a great week. It'll be a great week too, but it'll be a great month. Enjoy.